Hi, guys. Welcome to another Hawkeye broadcast. As you can see, I am solo today. Um, Jack's Florida and Jason Hackwell are not able to work on the show this Friday, so we're going to postpone our Big Ten prediction show until um, Monday. But I wanted to talk a little bit with my sweet tea. Okay, but I wanted to talk a little bit about the new deal coming from the TV deal that we got going. And so, a little bit what I wanted to talk about is the Big Ten has a new television deal that runs through the 2030 season. Yeah, I'm going to be old by then. Um, and so as it stands now, when it comes to football, Fox is going to take the 11 a.m. Central Time and call it Big Noon football or something like that. Um, they're going to make a big, huge deal out of that. You know, they're already starting to, and the Big Noon football is taking away some of the special prime time games that we used to know and love in prime time. But I'll get to that in a minute. So anyway, the deal with Fox takes 11 a.m. Central Time. CBS gets 2:30 p.m. Central Time, and NBC gets the prime time Saturday night, and they're going to call it Big Ten Saturday Night program. They're going to do for them. They're going to do 16 games next this not this season, I believe, but next season. Okay, none of this goes into effect this season. ESPN is out left in the cold. You know, of course, that means ABC's out in the cold, and so for this year, we'll still be on NBC. I mean ABC and ESPN studios and stuff like that. So nothing changes for this year. This all goes into effect next year. All right. And so Big Ten title game will rotate on Fox on the odd years. So Fox is going to get the title game in 23, 25, 27, 29. NBC gets it in 24 and 28, and NBC gets it in 26. Um, so in 23, CBS will get 7 games. And then they'll get 15 games starting in 2024. And CBS is going to do the annual Black Friday game. Right now, you know, as it is, it's an Iowa Nebraska game, and I presume that at some point that might change. That some other Big Ten team, you know, like maybe they'll rotate it on an every year basis because maybe CBS will want somebody different instead of whatever they're doing. We don't know. We don't know how that's going to work. CBS will continue as a Big Ten partner in basketball, and that they CBS will also start televising the women's Big Ten title game in 2024. That should be Caitlin Clark's senior year. Yeah, cool. All right, Caitlin Clark. By that time, they should be. I think fully expectations are is that the um, Iowa women's basketball will be in the Big Ten title game both this year and next year. Um, NBC primetime is going to offer 14 to 16 games a year and be called Big Ten Saturday Night. So anyway, the total package is over $7 billion in a 7-year agreement. Fox FS1 plus Big Ten will be the primary networks for basketball. Get ready for some streaming. Peacock, for instance, it sounds like they're going to be up to 20 games on the Peacock network, and so I don't so the yeah, I don't know if CBS is going to put any basketball games on their streaming service, but let's think about this for a second. If CBS does oh well, let's put it this way. CBS is going to do basketball games. I think Fox is going to do basketball games, and BTN is going to do basketball games. Okay. this is going to be tough for them to carry all those games um, without putting some of it on streaming. So does that mean CBS will push some of it to its CBS Sports channel, that streaming service? I don't know. NBC's already said they're going to put some on the Peacock, so they have a plan for that. So, what do you guys think of the new television contract? What's it going to be like without ESPN and ABC involved? Which we've grown accustomed to. And the other thing is how does it affect when we have the Big Ten, ACC Challenge, Big Ten, Big East Challenge in basketball? ESPN has traditionally carried those games. Does that mean that ESPN is not carrying those games anymore? Um, or is it because maybe ESPN? They say ESPN is going to have an exclusive deal with the Southeast Conference. So does that mean that ACC, Big East, Pac-10, and Big 12 all get left out of television packages deals with ESPN this year too? Um, it's just going to be interesting. And then, of course, a source said that, and how? Wait a minute. But how does this affect NBC carrying exclusively Notre Dame games? Okay, do they continue to carry the Notre Dame games? Is Notre Dame going to be forced to join the Big Ten in order to continue to be on NBC? Or does NBC still carry the rights to the Notre Dame game? And let's say that they have a 2:30 in the afternoon kickoff with every Notre Dame game. They do it 2:30, and then they lead that right into their Big Ten Saturday night game. So there's some options there and some question marks. A source has said, according to Chad Lysico, he has a source that said that with this television deal, this leaves room for more expansion, and that expansion is not done in the Big Ten. So we still see, because as you guys know, USC, and UCLA are coming to the Big Ten. I believe the 24-25 school year is the first full year that they will be involved. And that brings us to another thing. How does I don't know. We'll figure all that out when it gets here. But does the Notre Dame USC game continue to be their annual rivalry? Because as everybody knows, that's a big deal between those two schools. So I don't know. I don't have. There's not a whole lot coming in right now. That's been very quiet on both the basketball and the football fronts. There is an update on Ava Jones, who is, as you guys know, is recuperating from the bad accident that the guy from running over her family. But she looks like she's doing so much better. Got to watch a television interview with her, and her speech is a little slowed right now. She doesn't talk quite the same. Of course, I don't think she's able to fully walk without a walker yet and stand. And so we don't know what kind of motion she has. We're all hoping that she can get back on the basketball court and be able to play for the Hawkeyes. But if she's not, at least she has a scholarship from Iowa that will be honored anyway. And so, but we're all hoping for the best, and that she continues to make remarkable recovery and moves forward and can get on the basketball court. So, hang on. Okay, so that was a bad news text. Okay, so yeah. Anyhow, so anyway, I don't, there's really not much going on. I mean, I don't want to spoil anything for the Big Ten or game predictions because I want to save that for Jax and Jason and Terry. So I do want to say though, this solo this solo is broadcast is not sponsored by Terry and her Sensi um, group, but she is going to be sponsoring our 3-person, 4-person podcast. Terry's going to join our podcast after the season starts. She's got a lot going on with her businesses right now, and once she gets them to where she's comfortable, she's gonna take a minute or two and join us and talk a little Big Ten and Iowa football and basketball this year with us. But she's so graciously her Sensi business. She so graciously agreed to sponsor the program with the 3 of us on it, and so I just want to give you a quick preview of her website. So I'm going to put that up there on the screen for you. Um, okay. So here we go. Yeah. Sorry, this is kind of like how do I want to call it? I wish I would have. Yeah, it's a little ways back here. Um, okay. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't think it was that far back. Okay. um, I'm gonna write this down, guys. I want you to just go to her site and check out what she's got. She's got some great NFL stuff, and okay. So this, if you guys can see it, I don't know if you can see it. Okay, this is her Sensi website. Go check it out and see what she's got. A lot of good things, a lot of good neat stuff on there to offer. And I bought some NFL NFL Sensi's on there, and when they come in the mail, I'll gladly share them on the other podcast. But like I said, she doesn't sponsor this particular podcast I do, but she will sponsor the ones with the three the 3 and 4 of us on this show. And don't worry if you miss that. It'll be posted during the whole podcast when we start podcasting together again on Monday. I just didn't want to, you guys come to expect some things from us, and so I just wanted to go ahead and do a solo one, a short one, and I just want to say, when you're watching the YouTube video, please like it, subscribe to it, comment. The more you do, the more people see it, the more subscriptions we get. Right now, we had 139, but as of now, I think it's down to 138. We lost somebody overnight. I don't know who. I honestly can't see who subs and who doesn't, guys. I wish I could, but I can't. So just subscribe to it, share it with your friends, see if you can get them to subscribe. Our goal is to get this up to 1,000 soon, and you're helping us get there, so we appreciate that. Please go to our web pages on Facebook, Iowa Hawkeye Sports, run by me and Terry and Paul, and Everything Iowa Sports, run by Jason Hackwell. Those are the 2 best Hawkeye websites on Facebook, and we encourage you guys to go check them out. And like and share those pages as well, and invite your friends to those pages as well. And we have over 3,500 on my page. I think Jason has about the same on his page. So let's continue those numbers. Let's get them growing, and let's do it. Okay. All right, guys. I'm gonna get out of here. This was kind of an experimental one too. I just want to say that I played Back in Black at the beginning to see if YouTube would take it off due to violation of copyright or not. And so I just know it's not my song. Of course, ACDC does that song. We're just playing it for fun here on YouTube, on my YouTube show, because as you guys know, that's the Hawkeye marching song out of coming in, and when they swarm into the stadium and gets people excited. When you're at the stadium and you hear that song coming on, that gets people real excited. And thought we'd give it a try as a little bit of a bumper music here at the beginning of the show. And if you don't hear it, it means that it was muted by YouTube. So if you hear it, so far so good. All right, take care, guys. Bye.